Hello everyone, it is me. I am back with another video and today I have a new sketchbook. I'm assuming by the time this video comes out, I will have done a sketchbook tour, but for me, right now, I haven't done it yet, so who knows? Significantly smaller than the old one, which is a little bit concerning for me, but I do kind of want something different this time around just to keep things interesting. If it doesn't work out, I do have another one of the Gold Line Mixed Media Journals, so we can go back to old Trusty. She worked great. I loved her. So this is another Claire Fontaine sketchbook because she knows what she's doing. She thick. She beautiful. I already did a swatch and it went down amazing. So I'm very excited about this paper and I think I can learn to live with it being small. First things first, I want to decorate this cover because the red, it looks great, but it's just not for me. So I found a sticker, which I think will look really cute on the front. And then I went into my bead collection and I found these beads. It took me like 100 years to pick out freaking 5 beads, but I think if I like string them together and then put them on here, maybe it will look cute. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Is that cute or does it just look dumb? No, I don't like it. Honestly, don't know if I like that either. I think that's cute. I don't know, I can't tell anymore. The next thing that I always do when I start a new sketchbook is I put an envelope in the back. I can already tell that this is going to get so annoying, oh my god. So I've got a choice between yellow and orange. I feel like the orange one, because I kind of want it to go with like the theme of the front, and it will fit lots of nice loose papers. And you can live in there. Cool, this looked so much better in my head, oh my god. What happened? You know, I had plans to make actual, like, art at some point in this video, but we are rapidly losing daylight, and I don't know if it's gonna happen. Okay, no, that is cuter, that is cuter. Crisis averted. The vibe is weird, but it's better than it was. We've put an envelope and some beads and a sticker on the sketchbook and it has taken me like 2 hours. So finally, we are onto some actual artwork. As you can hardly see, I started out with a yellow colored pencil because I just wasn't feeling the whole lead pencil, ink, erase color. I do that every single time. So I thought I'd switch it up, start with yellow colored pencil, go over it with brown colored pencil as like the line art, and then sort of aim for like a more painterly effect since this paper is thick and I kind of just wanted to see how much water it could take and also just try like a bunch of different media. I think I ended up using watercolor, water-based marker, colored pencil, gel pen, all sorts of things. And honestly, it held up pretty good. I feel like I do prefer the paper in my old sketchbook, but I don't hate this paper. It just doesn't have as much like texture to it. And one big problem that I noticed almost immediately with this sketchbook is that it doesn't stay open. Like I'm sure it will once I get towards the middle, but because it's soft cover, there's just not enough weight in the cover to keep it open. And it was annoying the crap out of me the entire time, but it's fine. We'll live. And like I said earlier, I'm just excited to try a different sketchbook because, you know, what's the fun in just using the same one as last time when I could use this one instead? I don't know. And y'all, I felt so big brained for this technique. Using the yellow colored pencil for the under sketch and then doing a yellow background, the sketch disappears. No erasing needed. It is just gone and it looks great. And my cat just jumped on my lap. Hello. I'm going to bring the microphone in. He's so happy. He's so sweet. So yeah, if you hear purring in the background of this voiceover, that's him. It's fine, we're just gonna deal with it. So these flowers, I'm not 100% sold on the way that they look. I don't know, they're like not really bunched together properly. It's like he just scooped them up off the ground. Doesn't really make sense how he's holding them, but I think they look cute. I like the colors. I like the ferns and the little like circle bud things. I don't even know if that's a real flower. I was just making things up by the end of it, but I think they turned out cute. You can sort of see when I start to paint his hair, I was having like a weird time. I don't want to pass judgment on this paper yet, because I was using like a different technique to usual, so I don't know how it's going to look with my usual technique, but I feel like colors weren't going down flat, which was weird because I don't even know how to explain it. I've had sketchbooks in the past that soak up watercolor in a weird way that makes it patchy, and that's always like an issue and makes me hate the sketchbook. This wasn't doing that, so that wasn't the problem. Water was actually sitting really nicely on top of the paper, but I feel like, I don't know if I was just like using too much water, not enough water, but I feel like it was going down patchier than it usually does. I'm a bit confused. Having said that though, I still like it. I still enjoyed painting this. I didn't feel like I was actively battling with the paper, but I'm actually really excited to fill this one in, and that's always a plus. So what more can you ask for? The size is definitely going to be an interesting thing to get over, because it's all well and good for like a close-up portrait like this, because I can draw the face nice and big, get all those details in there. But I've been having a lot of fun drawing outfits recently, and a lot of the time drawing outfits requires you to draw a full body from head to toe. And even in my last sketchbook, I was struggling to fit full bodies on the page. So now that I'm in a smaller sketchbook, that's going to be an interesting challenge to overcome. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I'm sure it will be fine. My local art stores just don't sell like decent A4 sketchbooks though, for some reason. It's really weird. Like, you can get so many A6 and A5 watercolor sketchbooks, mixed media sketchbooks, but the moment you want anything bigger, it's always like the thinnest paper imaginable. And you know, I've been doing art since I was just a little baby, and in that time, I have realized that paper quality can make or break your experience. It can either make it a real lovely, effortless time, or it can make it feel like you're dragging yourself through hell and back. And I'm gonna stop using this accent now. I don't know why I started doing that, but yeah. Paper, important. I'm a bit of a cheapskate. I don't like spending money, but when it comes to sketchbooks, that's something that I know I'm going to use and I'm going to love for a long time. So I like to invest in good quality, decent paper these days. And my local art store just isn't giving me many options. But enough complaining. I feel like all I've done this entire voiceover is just ramble and complain. Let's talk more about the artwork. I used a hell of a lot more colored pencil than I usually do. I consider myself a watercolor artist, but every time I film a video, I feel like I spend 10 seconds on the watercolor and then the rest is colored pencil details. I just find it easier to shade in colored pencil for some reason. I don't know why. Like, I could do it in watercolor, but I just don't. But honestly, it doesn't matter how we got here, colored pencil or no colored pencil. I really like how this drawing turned out, and I had a lot of fun in the process. There are definitely like things in this drawing that I think I could have done better. I had no clue what the light source was, so the shading is kind of all over the place, and I do wish I pushed the contrast a little more. You can see me now like trying to darken certain things up, but then it's not really working because I'm just dabbing it up with a freaking tissue for some reason. So that's something that I feel like I could work on, but other than that, really like how this piece turned out. And I think all of those like lighting issues and stuff like that, they can all be solved with just doing more studies. It's not that I don't like doing studies, I just prefer to draw my own characters, and it's kind of hard to do studies and draw your own characters in one go because they're not real people. So like, unless I find a picture of someone who looks exactly like one of my characters, which is rare, then I can't really do studies involving my characters. And all I want to do is draw my characters. So, but I guess I'll just have to suck it up, get it done. It'll improve my art in the long run, and that's the main thing. That's why we practice. And that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly did. If you want to stay more up to date on the art that I'm doing, you can follow me on my Instagram. I will leave the link in the description, and I'll also leave the link to this sticker if you want one for yourself, because I think it's really cute. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!